Hello, everybody. Today is Super Bowl Sunday. Yes, it is. I know there's a lot of people that are saying they're not going to watch the Super Bowl, or they're protesting this or protesting that. The Super Bowl is, or the NFL is owned by a bunch of Nazis, and Roger Goodell is a Nazi, and Donald Trump is a Nazi. I believe that one. They took down the thing that said something about racism sucks, so they're not going to watch. All right. Hey, you're all entitled to your opinions. You're all entitled. You know, they say about opinions, everybody's got one. And they also have another orifice or something. I don't know. I'm going to watch. I was kind of on the fence, like, okay, should I just not watch this year? Should I go ahead and protest? What good's that going to do? I don't know. I guess I'm going to watch. I've been watching all the way up to this point. I've watched every Rams game I could watch this year. I watched all the playoff games, all the way up to the championship game. I'm not going to stop now. Okay? So here I am. I'm sitting in my car waiting for a pizza. I got myself a pizza. I'm going to watch the game, eat my pizza. It's at Domino's, and I know a lot of you are like, Domino's is shitty. Excuse my French. It's crappy. It tastes like cardboard. Whatever. I think the one here that I've been going to is pretty darn good. I get the New York style. This time I got pepperoni and black olives. That's usually my go-to, but it's not the only one I get. Sometimes I mix it up. But as you can see, here I am. Let's just turn the camera around. Oh, I don't want to. Some people have issues with if you videotape their kids. A kid just walked out. I don't know if that got on the video or not. Okay, I think they're in the clear. So here I am. That's the little Domino's. I'm just waiting for them. I ordered on the app. I clicked the car side, or car, whatever they call it, where you just sit in your car and they bring it out to you. So since I'm doing the video, I'm not able to see, because they have a little tracker. You can see when it's done and all that kind of stuff. Since I'm doing the video, I'm not going to be able to see that. But as soon as I see the person walk out the door holding a pizza and looking for my car, I'll know that it's done. And don't worry, I do tip them. Okay, I've got 4 lovely single dollar bills right here for whoever the lucky person is that's going to bring out my pizza to me. 4 singles. All right. So anyhow, but this delivery guy, boy, if you can see him, he just got probably can't see him, but he just brought out a stack. There he is. He's going to be getting in, I think, his delivery car. Can you see him? He's going to be, I don't know if you can see him or not. I can see him in my mirror fully, but I don't know. Anyhow, I'm sure all the pizza places are hopping today for Super Bowl Sunday. And so I thought while I was waiting, I'd make a video. I'm on this thing where I'm going to try to make 20-minute videos every single day for the next 3 months. See if it does any good. I've been on YouTube for about, I don't know, 15 years. I could look up the date when I, first made my account. And I just did it basically because I was watching YouTube videos, and then I thought, well, I want to post some stuff. And mainly I was just going to post stuff just for my family to watch, right? And then it really wasn't until I got into truck driving. Well, I guess I was already truck driving. I must have been already truck driving. But once I started going out on the road, I thought, well, this would be a cool place to make like truckers vlogs. And where some of them were vlogs where I would just sit kind of like I'm doing now, but I'd be in my truck and I'd be bitching about stuff. And then I started pointing the camera out the window, set up a little mount, and I had a shaky cam, but I would do videos as I was driving, and I did those videos. And I did some sort of instructional type of things, like how to unhook a trailer or how to park a trailer or whatever. I think I've got some of those in there. And I just thought, well, if anyone watches, they watch. If they don't, they don't. It'd be nice if they did. And I would see some other creators, even other truck drivers who had massive followings, like in the hundreds of thousands of followers. And I was like, and I would make some of my videos and I'd be like, I think my videos are just as good as their videos. Why am I only getting sometimes 0 views, or, just a handful of views? And there's other truck drivers that would get literally hundreds of thousands of views, or certainly tens of thousands of views. And I never really could figure out like what I was doing wrong, or I thought I was doing everything that you're supposed to do, but for some reason I could never really get a big following. And but I didn't care. I just thought, well, I'm just going to keep posting them, and what have I got to lose? I got nothing to lose. It's not like I'm gonna, not gonna take my birthday away, So I did that for years and years and years, and I didn't really worry about subscriber numbers. And I think I had less than 100 for probably forever. And then one day a few years ago, all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, but I got like 90 new subscribers like in one day or 2 days or something. And I was like, whoa. And so that made me think, like, I should probably try to get subscribers, or I should do something. I should, start promoting my channel or make an effort to get subscribers. That for some reason, when I got those 90 subscribers, like in one day from something I posted, I don't even remember what I posted. This is before I was doing all the live streams and everything. And I was like, maybe there is interest. Maybe there is like people that would like to see what I do. And so then I started doing live streams, like regular live streams, where I would just do a live stream and talk. And I started building an audience. And so I went from like a little over 100 subscribers to like 190 subscribers, and then it kept kind of growing and growing, and it kind of leveled off, I think, at like 500 or 600 or something. And this is when they were talking about the monetization, because I had been monetized way years and years ago. They had a different way, a different system of monetizing, and I was monetized. But I never even though I was monetized way back in this is like, the 2008 or 2010 or whatever, I didn't really know what to do, and I was truck driving and I was out on the road. So I was just concentrating on that more. But I did have another video, because I did make a short film. It's called Feet on the Dashboard. And in 2012, I made that film, and I went ahead and posted it on YouTube, on a different channel than this one. It's on the Feet on the Dashboard channel. And that got like, I want to say like 90,000 views or something, which for me was phenomenal. That was like, woo. And I remember I was monetized, and you could, and you could go and see like how much money you made or whatever. And I think, excuse my sniffling there. It was a few dollars. It was literally like $6, $7 at first. And then eventually, because the views kept creeping up, I think it kind of topped out at around like $13, So I just kept it in there. I never really did anything with it. I didn't withdraw the money. There was a whole process of having to like put your your banking information, and you had to get like a PIN number and an AdSense number and all that kind of stuff. So I just didn't really bother with it. I just thought, let's leave it in there. If it ever gets up to some serious money, then I'll try to withdraw it. But then they changed their monetization program, and they demonetized me. And at the time I was like, well, okay, whatever. So I lost $13 because I never did try to get that money out. It was like $13.76. And I was like, okay, whatever. So, and I didn't worry about it. And I was like, I'm not making any money anyhow, so whatever. But then a few years ago, as I was starting to do my live streams, and I was building an audience, and I was getting, 400 or 500 subscribers, then they changed it where you can get monetized with 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And I was like, 1,000 subscribers, and I was like, I think I'm like halfway there, And so I really started pushing it, doing my live streams, asking everyone to subscribe, you know, sharing the show, like, you know, asking for likes, all that kind of stuff, sharing my show to other platform, all my other platforms. And lo and behold, within a few months, I think it was just a few months or whatever, maybe it was longer than that, but it seems like it went fast. I don't know, but I got to 1,000, and my watch hours were getting up there, and I was up to like, you know, when I first started keeping track of it, you know, because you can look and see like where you're at with it. You know, I was like 2,000 watch hours or whatever, 1,500 or 2,000, and I just kept, you know, putting out as much content as I could and asking people to watch. I was doing, you know, long form videos. I was doing the live streams and like crazy. They were at 3,000 hours and 3,500 hours, and, you know, just watching it. And then it kept teetering because it would be right close to 4,000, or maybe it would hit 4,000, but then it would drop because it goes by the previous 365 days or something like that, right? And if there was like, you might be at 4,000, but then it might drop because maybe the next day, 365 days ago, you didn't have any watch hours. Though. But finally it gets over that hump and you're in, and you apply to be on the YouTube partner program, which is what I did. And I was in there, I was accepted within like a few days. And now ever since, that was what, like last year, I guess, right? How long has it been? I don't know. Time flies so much. I forget if it was last year or the year before, but I got monetized. I guess it was last year, almost about a year ago, I think. Almost about a year ago, actually, I think. Forgive me if I give a wrong date or a wrong time. I'm not doing it on purpose. I just forget shit. But I think it's been about a year. So we got monetized, and it's really cool, and it's a fun thing to get monetized. And so, you know, if you're thinking about getting monetized, or you're thinking about YouTube, or you whatever, you know, it doesn't hurt. They're not going to take your birthday away if you try to get monetized, or if you're trying to put out content. You know, just do it. Whatever, you never know what's going to happen. And once you get monetized, then you can make some money. And I've made a little bit of money as I've been doing this. Not earth-shattering money. But right off the bat, I pretty much started making close to a couple $100 a month. And then I've had my biggest month was like $644. I think last month was over $300. So you can make money doing it if you need to make a few extra bucks. Now, there's some folks, I've been watching this Dante London guy, who's really a good kid. I think he's a good kid. I think he's honest. I think he's sincere. I don't think he's lying about what he makes. In the last few months, he finally hit a big, he said he's been doing the YouTube videos for like 4 or 5 years or 6 years or whatever. And nothing really landed, nothing really stuck. He got monetized, I guess, a few years ago. But once he decided to change his format and start using strategy, then he said it shot right up. His subscribers shot up. He's up to like 65,000 subscribers now. Last time I checked, maybe more. I don't know. And he's been saying, posting what he's been making. He's been making like 25,000, 27,000, 20,000, whatever, for the last 3 or 4 months now. So you can do that, and that's pretty good money. Or you could be like me, and I mean, you know, I've never made any money other than that $13.76 off of my feet on the dashboard video. And I guess there was a few other dollars from some other stuff on there, but so feet on the dashboard might have made less than $13. It might have only been like 10 or 11, and then, you know, the accumulation of all my other videos at that time, whatever it was. Okay, so I made that $13, and actually I never got that because they demonetized it, and since I never did follow up because there was stuff I was supposed to do to follow up to whatever, I never did do it, so I just let that go. So I didn't even make that. I didn't even get that money. But I mean, if you want to try it. Try to get monetized, and then strategize. You know, make as Dante says, you got to make 20-minute videos every day, and make sure that you just talk to the camera and you give people advice, tell them about your life, tell them about your job, tell them. You can tell them how much money you make on YouTube, or you can tell them how much money you make like what I do. How much money I make doing Lyft or Uber. how much money I made as a truck driver. People like to know how much money you make, apparently. And I know a lot of people have issues with telling people what their income is, and that's kind of an old, I know, like, even going way back to the old days, like even way before social media, people had, an issue of talking about how much money they made. And I understand that. It's private. That's a private thing. So you don't have to do it. You don't have to tell anyone. If you're on YouTube and you're making a video on YouTube or anywhere else, you do not have to tell them how much you make. That's completely up to you. But if you feel comfortable with it, it is something that people are interested, because people want to know, okay, should I invest my time in driving for Uber, or as a truck driver, or as a YouTube creator, content creator? Is it worth my time? Is it worth my trouble, my effort, all that kind of stuff? And so that's why people want to, are interested in knowing those things. So I'll tell you so far what I've been making. Probably average about $200 a month. Is that enough to retire on? No, but is it nice to have that little extra money? Yeah, I mean, pays for a couple of bills. Pays for a cable bill and a electric bill or whatever. Or you put that money back into the show, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to the money I'm making. I'm trying to improve my show, get my live stream, my regular live stream that I do. Not this. I mean, this is nice what I'm doing now, but I do a regular live stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And so the money I'm getting, I'm putting that together. I want to get some better equipment and do better live streams. But hey man, if you want to make a few extra bucks, and who knows, you might be like Dante, where you're making 20 or 30 grand, 20, 25, whatever it is. You might just hit it. You might just get the right algorithm or the right thing. And he does, if you want to listen to him, Dante London's his name. He does tell you some things, do 20-minute videos, talk about yourself, talk about your jobs, talk about, if you want, talk about how much money you make. That's completely up to you, I think. Like I said, that's a private issue, and it's up to you what you want to do. Or just talk about what you do, and like as a truck driver, I was out on the road 6-7 weeks at a time. I would be home for 2 nights and back out on the road. And I had a gross salary, a gross income as an independent contractor of usually almost a couple hundred grand, 180, 190,000. But after all my expenses and everything, even though you have write-offs, I didn't clear all that. I probably cleared about half of that, And then as a rideshare driver, I've been doing that for the last few years. And I was incorrect when I said in 2023 that I made 120 grand. I don't know where I came up with that figure. I thought it was 120. I was looking at my records, and I actually only made about 75,000. Okay, I apologize. I do not want to come off as some liar. I was actually only about 75,000. I don't know what I was thinking. 100. Maybe I was adding some other income or something. I don't know. But from Uber driving in 2023, where I did a lot of work, I had over 4,500 trips. I'm not sure if I hit 5,000. I might not hit 5,000 until the following New Year there, but I almost got to 5,000, pretty close to 5,000, I think, for 2023. I know it was at least 4,500. And so I was doing a lot of work. And so I think my gross was it was more like 75 or 80, something like that. Okay, so there's that. That's how much money you could make. And that's me doing 6 or 7 hours a day, or at least 5 to 6 days a week, doing about 6 or 7 hour days. There are guys out here, I know, they're doing 12-hour days, 7 days a week. So just imagine that. If I made about 75 grand doing 6 or 7 hour days for 5 to 6 days a week, just think what a guy who's doing 12-hour days, 7 days a week how much they're making. They are making 120, probably more, right? Well, more. So So that's the kind of money you can make, is in depending on where you're at. If you're in some small town in the middle of nowhere, you're probably not going to do that. But if you're in Las Vegas or New York or LA or Chicago or Atlanta or Dallas, some of these big places, big metropolitan areas, you could probably do that. You could probably make that kind of dough. And then with YouTube, you know, if you want to be a content creator, you want to make some money, you know, get monetized. Understand what is trending. Things maybe aren't the same as they were when YouTube first started a long time ago. This might be my pizza coming, so I'm going to set this down, guys. I got to set this down. Hi there. Thank you. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You too. Have a happy Super Bowl. I said have a happy Super Bowl. All right. That was my pizza delivery. I don't know if you can see the pizza down there. All right, so it's 3:21. It's almost game time. I got to get home. I'm going to eat my pizza. No beer today. I'm just going to eat pizza, have some cherry Pepsi, because afterwards I am planning on driving today after the game. And I don't want to be, I know even if I just have one or two beers and during the first half of the game, and then by the time you got halftime, and I quit the beer, I say by halftime, and then even though, you know, you got the whole second half of the game, and then there'll be some time after the game, you know, I would be good to drive, but I don't even take a chance. Number one, and plus number two, it would just make me like sleepy, and I would be like, I'm not going out. So I'm just going to have some wild cherry Pepsi and some pizza, and I'm going to watch the game. Sorry, guys. I know a lot of us are protesting. A lot of people are protesting it, but I guess I'm not one of them. But anyhow, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching this little video. And whatever you're doing, have a good day. Make the best of it, you know. Spend time with your family. Hug your kids. And get out there and make some content. Get monetized. Maybe you'll make a couple $100 a month. Maybe you'll make 20 grand a month like Dante. All right, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Remember, I live stream Tuesday, Thursdays, Saturdays, right here on the Trucker John channel. And I do these, I'm going to be doing these impromptu 20-minute videos for forever. Forever and a day. All right, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Mainly subscribe. That's the main one. All right, guys. Bye-bye.